Welcome. We are Rhiana and Masa, classical pianists and owners of the piano boat.
Oh, we've made it to the bridge. This little footbridge.
Turns out it's a bit further than we were expecting.
This is the footbridge that's very narrow, and I remember for the first cruise going through here I was extremely nervous. Because it's so narrow and it sort of bends a little bit, and I remember the branches there were a lot more prosperous than it is now. Bit warm, and we are taking it slowly, but it's quite far.
Oh, poor thing. And you're wearing black.
Well, I had to wear this for the special occasion.
Oh dear, let's keep going and really pray to everything that they're not closed today.
Can you put mine? This is the walk that I do remember doing a few times up to the footbridge, and we always gave up at that point. So we actually haven't walked to the Denham Deep Lock ever. So this is... I'm sorry?
Have we not?
I don't think so. We got to the lock by boat.
Oh gosh. Oh well, first time for everything.
Absolutely.
And last time too.
Possibly, certainly in this heat. Well, I didn't realise past the footbridge the lock was actually just there. We could have enjoyed many more, well, tea and cake. I prefer a pint, but there we are. So the moment of truth. Is the tea garden open today?
Hope so. I haven't walked all this way for nothing.
I must say I'm surprised how close the lock is from the footbridge. We could have enjoyed many more teas and cakes on our walks.
Oh.
We gave up before.
Quite hungry.
Quite hungry.
Yeah.
Well, it is past lunchtime.
Is it?
Yeah. But before that, let's look at the lock itself. This is the Denham Deep Lock.
This looks like the one that was replaced.
The gates do look nice and pristine. Quite possibly it is replaced. And well, the chamber looks rather empty at the moment. Well, there's no water in the chamber. Oh, actually, the paddle is open, so maybe it's a setting that they're doing. Clearly, there's no one that's gone through the lock for a while. I don't know whether you can tell, but you can actually see the bottom of the lock, which is rather, the chamber, which is rather unusual. And I can see a tyre there, but I must say it is very deep, this one. Apparently they had to consider bringing in helicopters for these huge gates because there's no road access that could carry the very heavy gates. But I don't know if that actually happened or not. I was hoping to pop around to have a look because we spoke to the CRT person who told me that, but unfortunately we've missed that occasion. Now, is this gate replaced as well? It's a bit hard to tell. Maybe, actually it is. It does look very new actually. No leaks at all, although we can't tell unless the water in the chamber is full. But here's the Denham Deep Lock, and Rhiana's already off for her cake or ice cream or whatever. Oh no! It doesn't look open. It says open Wednesday to Sunday from 10:30.
Come on. Why is there no one here? closed.
Well, we decided to. Well, we have to walk back first.
No.
That's another half a day, and then.
Half a day at your place, maybe.
Oh yeah. And maybe. Well, I'm so sorry for taking time, but you know.
I'm joking.
And then maybe.
I think we've decided to console ourselves by going out for lunch instead.
Yes.
And I'm going to collect some blackberries on the way back. That's about all we have to look forward to in life. No, I'm joking. It's a bit depressing. But it's very sad that there is no ice cream waiting for us mid-walk.
It is. No refreshments. We didn't bring water, which was a bit silly. And there are no other outlets along the canal, so...
I looked, the nearest is Colne Valley Cafe, which says 0.3 miles away. It actually takes 51 minutes to get there because it's 0.3 miles as the crow flies. And that's not much use to us.
No, so we'll take our time to get back. And
All the nice ones are up there. Can't reach them. These are little and they're a bit hard.
so worth it, huh?
Yeah. Yes! Got a good one. Hey, that makes my collection 4 blackberries.
In this huge bag that you have.
I don't have another bag. It's a huge bag or no bag.
I'll let Rhiana get on with the picking and time for rest.
Nice view up here. And then on that side you can see the reservoirs. So we've got the canal, little bit of trees, and then huge expanse of water.
On the other side as well, actually.
Oh yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
I think that side is a nature reserve. We walked around it once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, I think.
It was very cold.
It was a long walk.
I think it was December. Oh, I feel like I'm closer to the sun up here. It's a bit hot.
That's a few cartons of Ribena already. Should I save them for the bag? Yum yum. Welcome.
Oh, stop stealing the good ones. Excuse me.
Oh, they are for
They're all
eating.
dusty. I don't think they're that nice.
Oh,
Go
no, that's
ahead.
why I didn't. That's why I didn't pick on those. But there are some good ones.
Keep stealing the good ones.
Well, they're to be enjoyed now as refreshments since we've missed out on the tea and cake
Oh, don't use that.
or ice cream. Oh no, they're all a bit small.
They're kind of puny looking
Mm.
over here. A reasonable collection so far, but only enough for one breakfast.
Oh dear.
Actually, that's quite a lot. Maybe 2.
Oh, there's a
Excuse
really
me.
good one. Oh,
Mine. In the bag.
oh, there's a really
Oh,
good
no,
one.
no, no. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, it's a bit stuck.
Oh.
Oh, sour. Oh, sour.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're all sour. We have made it. There is the boat. My bag of blackberries is quite heavy. We should do a weight test when we get back into the galley. But yeah, that was fun.
Q&A turned into blackberry
Yeah.
harvesting.
Quite successful.
Well, we're nearly back. I think we're done. The sun is facing the other way. I think we're ready for that, well, late lunch, dinner, what you call it. I'm ready to retire. All packed. You've got lots of blackberries to sort out. Okay, let's go.
Here is our first box of blackberries. It comes to 276 grams. So I'm going to have to freeze some of these. So maybe the most squished ones at the bottom of the bag can be used up tomorrow. They're all a bit squidgy now because they're got squashed at the bottom of the bag. So there we go, 293. So what are the maths of that? About, oh my goodness. So we have 276, 293 and 310. That is a grand total of 879 grams of blackberries. It's quite good. That would normally cost, I don't know what that would cost. £7, £8, something like that. So there we go, good haul.
Now, before we go, I think I briefly mentioned this before, but here is that Wi-Fi circuit breaker switch that I installed at the far end of the box. It's an ingenious piece of equipment that allows me to control the hot water remotely, and also no need to fiddle with the tiny buttons on the timer unit that came with the original installation. So here it is. Green actually means off, and with a tap on the phone, amazing. Another improvement that I've done is actually this. Now, the main socket here came with the boat, but this additional unit that I have put is actually crucial for what we want. Now, here we have the socket, and notice, oh, let's switch it on. That's a rather unusual way to switch on. It's because it works with Wi-Fi. So this is the shoreline that brings the power from the shore, and I can actually switch it on or off by Wi-Fi right here. I've just turned it on. Actually, I might leave it on because it's a bit overcast today, not a huge amount of solar coming in, so maybe I'll leave the power on. But it's a fantastic device that I've found, and it's been working brilliantly. So if I feel, okay, now I want to turn the shoreline off remotely, this app will do the job. It's fantastic. This is connected to the device outside, so I just go there, and here we can see that the plug that was connecting the shoreline is currently turned on. So all I've got to do is that, and that's all it takes. And there's the shoreline turned off, and now we are reliant completely on the solar. And we're just under, so now you can see it's using the battery, which is probably not ideal, but the sun is really desperate to try to come out, so I'll see how it goes. Well, the sun did come out, but unfortunately now it's getting a bit too warm, so I'm going to have to turn on the aircon, which does use a bit too much of the power consumption, so I'm going to have to switch on the shoreline again. But the beauty of all this is that now I can control the hot water and the shoreline remotely, and indeed, if the Wi-Fi goes, it's an issue. So we do have another router. We're not going away anyway at all over the summer. Rhiana's still teaching throughout the summer. We're not planning on going away at all, but if we were to leave the boat for any period of time, we do have another router which connects to a Wi-Fi power socket to reset the main router if there is an issue with any of the apps or the Victron or any connection with the Wi-Fi devices. So there is one layer of backup that we can factor in if it comes to it. So that's as far as our thought process goes. But these devices are really useful. I mean, I didn't think that I'd be able to install the hot water Wi-Fi connection so easily. So that's been fantastic. And the warm weather is carrying on. I'm wearing hoodies because it's a bit cold in the saloon from the aircon. I haven't turned it right down to the suggested 20 degrees for the piano. I'm afraid that's much too cold. So we're keeping it about 21, 22. Don't tell Steinways. But it's too cold. 20 is too cold, and I don't think it's good for energy consumption to keep the saloon cool. But anyway, the galley is impossibly warm. This is a bit of a problem. It's the electrics cupboard with the inverter and all the other components which really seem to heat up the whole area. So I'm going to install a stronger extractor fan than what Jeremy put. It's actually the same device as the one that I have in the toilet area that I think we did a little feature on, or maybe we didn't. Maybe I'll stick it on this video as well. But it is a lot stronger, and I think this will certainly, and it's not too noisy, which is very important as well. So even the current fan is actually bizarrely quite noisy, so this should help quite a bit. This is the area in question, and here we have the extractor fan that was already installed. The one that I actually put a switch on a while ago, but I'm finding it really is warm here, probably about over 40 degrees for sure. I could actually put a thermometer, but I haven't done that. It's very warm in here, so the plan is to remove this extractor fan and put the new one. I don't know how I fix it, maybe ducting. I'll see how it goes. Much like the circuit breaker and the hot water situation, I don't really know how this is wired, but the actual main cable goes into the ceiling and it seems to come out of there, and there's this strange sort of wiring. So this is for my own documentation in case I need to put this back on. Well, this is quite interesting. There's the gap between the actual ceiling and the steelwork. Never seen this before. Well, here's my usual try and go as it goes, but one thing I notice is that the insulation layer is very thick. No wonder the boat is warm in the winter. So it's a good thing. It feels a bit like a teardown of a MacBook or something. But good quality inside, behind the scenes. Anyway, I've repurposed one of the screw hole, and I think I just need to fix this and it should work fine. And the duct itself is just pushed right in beyond the thick layer of the insulation foam. So that should all be good. So it doesn't look as tidy, and it's so hot in that area. Particularly, I'm a bit warm, but hopefully this will work very well. So it's definitely stronger. I've already tested it, and the switch is still here. And it's actually a lot quieter than the other one as well. It doesn't vibrate the whole ceiling panel, which is good. And I can definitely feel a stronger airflow here. And of course, nothing is coming from around, so it seems to be sealed quite well as well. But I will put a clamp when it arrives. But as I said, not as tidy as the original setup, but this is not So basically there's a plumbing area between the bedroom and the ensuite bathroom. Now we have had a mysterious whiff since a secondary waste gauge was installed on the waste tank, but can't locate exactly where it's coming from. So for now I decided to fix a fan to push the air down to the bilge where there's good airflow. Through here. For this I needed another socket in this area, so to do it correctly I added a fuse box before dividing the power cable. And so here it is, all done. I think it has gone in. It has gone in. The fan's working. Yes, I'll just leave it on. What do you think?
I am impressed.
Yeah, well, let's hope this temporary measure will help a little bit with the unfortunate circumstances.
Definitely. Not too bad today, but there are days. Oh, even the windows don't make a difference.
Nope.